Hi and welcome back to She, Body and Spirit, where we are doing a heart-to-heart this week about feelings, emotions, and just not having it figured out yet. The last, month, especially this week, left me feeling utterly drained and exhausted. I've been trying to juggle so many things, and not just physically but mentally, and mostly mentally, and I'm trying to juggle all these mental things, and it's been leaving me exhausted and drained. I just realized that I wanted to share with you guys how I've been feeling, what I've been going through, and how I think you can deal with it and get through it when you go through something similar. So I've been putting pressure on myself, and the topic of today's video is not having it all figured out yet, and that is completely okay. I've been putting so much pressure on myself to have it all figured out, to be here, to be there, to be something for everyone, and I just realized I need to prioritize and realize what my priority. So I've been sick with the tummy flu for a week, then I was fine, and then I got the flu. And throughout my flu, I was pushing through, and it's like, I can still go to gym, I can still work out, I can still do heavy lifting, because you know what, I'm not that sick, and I have goals to reach. It's almost the end of the year, and I've been in a spiral, and I decided when I came to the realization, and the Lord called me, and he was like, take a breath. Just relax. Let's just take a step back and woe completely, because this is not what he wants for me. This is not what he wants from me. He doesn't want me to spiral and think negatively of myself and he doesn't want me to feel overwhelmed and anxious and just absolutely spiraling. He doesn't want me to feel that way. That's not his goal for me. So I literally felt his presence, and he said to me, you know what, just take a step back and relax. So today, if you're feeling the same way, if you feel like you're spiraling out of control, you're confused, you don't know, you feel like I need to have everything figured out, all the boxes need to be ticked, the to-do list needs to be done, and everything needs to be exactly perfect. I'm here to tell you that it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be completely perfect. It doesn't need to be done. The boxes doesn't have to be ticked, and you don't have to have this picture perfect life. You don't need to have. The Lord calls us to rest in him, and he means literally rest in him. We can just sit and we can be in his presence, and we can just feel rest and peacefulness. But sometimes when we do just feel like we need to have everything done, everything perfect, we can drift away from the rest and the peace that he's calling us to. I've been thinking I need to have this under control, and this. There's like 17 different little boxes in my head, if I can actually call it. It's like 17 different boxes in my head, and I feel the need that they all need to be perfect, that they all need to be understood, that they all need to be figured out, that all the toys need to be inside these boxes, all the equipment need to be inside these boxes, and then everything will be okay, and then I will feel calm, and then I will feel better. But truth be told, it's not going to happen, because I'm forgetting that the Lord needs to be at the center of each of these little boxes. I'm forgetting that I'm leaving the most important one out of the equation. And this morning I was doing Bible study, and I'm busy with Proverbs, and I listened to this one guy's podcast. I'm not sure what is, I forgot the name now, but I was listening to it, and he was speaking about how we should just trust God. And if your life is feeling out of control, then you are not trusting God, and you are not trusting his timing. And that hit home, that hit the heart, because I have not been putting God at the center of my boxes. I've been feeling the need to have it all figured out by my own understanding, by my own will. I need to have my job figured out. I need to know what I want to do for the rest of my life. I need to know what I want to study. I need to know how I want to look every day. I need to know which style I want to wear, what I want the people to see me as. And it takes your purpose away because you are too busy focusing on all these distractions. And that is what we are so focused on, all these distractions, and focused on having everything figured out, that we forget that our box is here and the Lord needs to be right here in the box, and we are pushing him far away because our own will is surrounding our boxes. And these boxes represent like our career, our life, our style, whatever, our gym. And we can't have it all figured out without the Lord, because he doesn't want us to have it all figured out. He doesn't care if we have it all figured out. He's calling us in our mess. He's calling us in our sorrow, in our heartbreak. He's calling us towards him, and he's like, my child, come rest in me, come find peace in me, come find kindness and happiness in me, and everything will work out. And the moment we forget that, the moment we forget and we like just go, and we forget that the Lord is there for us, he wants us to find peace in him. If we forget that, that's when our life goes out of control. And this is something I've been struggling with, and came to the realization this morning when I was doing Bible study. I'm like, I don't have to have it all figured out, not at any age, not at any given time, because if I have the one who created earth, who created me, who knew me before I was even born, if I have him inside of me and in the middle of my career, in the middle of my fitness, in the middle of my relationships, everything will be okay. And if I trust him and follow him, everything will be okay. We get so distracted by everything around us, by everything we need to do, by everything this world says we have to have figured out. This world says you have to know what you want to do for the rest of your life. You have to know each and every relationship. Your relationship have to look like a Pinterest board. We set this expectation for ourselves that's not real, that is not achievable. But instead of that, we can just put the Lord at the center of these things, of these boxes, and we can just take a breath and take a step back, and we can just know that he is in control. What is some practical ways that I've learned now, that I've seen? How can I just stop myself and say, you know what, it's okay, and stop worrying and get out of this spiral that I'm in, out of this complete like hole that I'm in? How can I pick myself out of that? Is taking it day by day, surrounding yourself with the right people, and just putting the Lord at the center of it all, following him and having kindness in your soul. I think when you start looking at what's going to happen in a year, what's going to happen in 6 months, what is going to happen with my job, my body, my this, my that, in like a year, it takes away the peace that you can have now. It takes away the peace that you can experience now by saying, what is it that I want now? What is it that I can experience now? What is it that the Lord's telling me in this moment? And when you just take a breath, you'll find that the Lord is actually telling you so much, and he's giving you so much signs, but you're too busy focusing on what's going to happen in a year, what's going to happen in 6 months, that you can't find the peace in now. And that's why the Lord says, take it day by day, because each day brings its own troubles. So focus on today's troubles and today's peace, and what you can find in today that's happy, that's beautiful, that's light. Focus on today. Then also just surrounding yourself with the right people, and knowing that the people in your life need to uplift you, but you also have to be there for them. And spreading kindness, and not being afraid to give. When the Lord calls you or tugs in your heart, listen. don't be afraid to give. Don't be afraid to listen when he speaks, because he is gonna say something to you or make you do something that's gonna lead to something even bigger that you can't see yet, because you can't see the bigger picture at the moment. When you feel sad or when you feel in this little box, you're thinking yeah, and he's thinking like this. So trust in him because he knows the bigger picture. He knows what he wants for you and for me. And then I just think just taking a step back, taking a breath, spending time in his word, eliminating distractions and choosing priority. I think taking a list and saying, what is my priority? Where do I see the Lord? When I do this thing, do I feel the Lord? Is he in this? And if he's not, take that thing away from your life. Take that thing out of your life and replace it with a thing that you can feel the Lord is calling you to do. So prioritize and say, this is where the Lord is telling me to do something. This is where the Lord's telling me. This is where I'm feeling an urge to go do something. So prioritizing that and saying, this is where I feel the need to go and do something, so let me go and do it. And taking out things that aren't a priority right now, even if you do it weekly or daily, taking out things that aren't a priority for the day and filling it with your priorities, and then leaving the rest for the next day. And that can help you so much with that feeling of overwhelmedness. And we don't have to have it all figured out, because the Lord has it all figured out. We just have to be kind, give, listen to him, spend time in his word, and listen to what he says while we go about our day. And then we will find peace, we will find rest, because when he says he will give us peace and rest, he really, really means that, because he loves us. So eliminating some distraction from your life, taking it day by day, just living for him, being kind, giving. Don't be scared to give to others. When the Lord calls you to give freely, even if it's kindness, if it's whatever it is, with the action to serve. Just when the Lord calls you to do something, don't be scared of it. And we don't have to have it all figured out, like I said, because the one who created us, who created this world, he has it all figured out. We just have to be in him, and we just have to listen to him and serve him, and he will bless our lives. I hope you enjoyed the little short episode. I just wanted to inspire and just be, the whole reason I created this channel is just to show about emotions and feelings, and showing that life is not as perfect as a picture on Instagram might look, or life isn't as perfect as we think it is. Life can throw curveballs at you and everything, but if we keep the Lord at the center of it all, at our spirit, in our body, in our soul, and in us, if we keep the Lord in the middle of that, we will be okay. And once again, you don't have to have it all figured out, because you serve a God who already does. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, so that I can continue making videos like this, continue saying, like, talking my heart out. I really appreciate all the support, and I hope to see you in the next one.